How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Data Dave, and this is episode 9 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the Platinum expansion map, Silverrun Forest. Where we last left off, we have been putting in production chains like mad. We are trying to build up, trying to get the structure necessary to be able to continue to expand and to do all the crazy stuff that we can do here in Silverrun. There's just so much that can be done. So what have we done? We installed directly in front of us the iron furnace. Just down the street a little ways, we installed the pelletizer, the pellet press. Over at the sawmill up in the north there, we installed a heating plant to where now we have a place to take all of our wood pellets that we're producing, and possibly even in the future we could produce some hay pellets and some straw pellets, but we can take all those things, incinerate them, and store and sell the heat, the electricity that is generated from said process, and the ash. We can take all those as byproducts and sell them off later, and we are waiting until March. March is going to be the sweet spot where the heat is really going to pay off, and we want to be able to sell then, because it's almost like, I think, $14,000 per 1,000 liters. Right now, as it stands, we have almost 7,000 liters of heat at 14 grand a pop. At each 1,000, 7 times 14. Anybody do the math? Go ahead, do it out in the in the ether. Just let me know what it is in the comments below, because I'm not going to bother right now. But holy smokes, I mean, we are just building like crazy. We also started across the street our nursery right over here. We've got our wood production facility here, which is creating wood and is sending it over to our sawmill. So we have a constant stream of wood going over there. Every hour it's getting distributed over there, but we're also taking the big truckloads whenever we need to. So we can kind of rely on this to feed the processes for the wood delivery, but at the same time we're not so dependent on having to split up what remains of our precious commodity, the wood. So what are we going to do in this episode? This episode is going to be a bit ambitious. I would love to see by the end of the episode adding one more piece to our nursery here, and I've kind of got an idea as to what that piece might be. And I want to plow out the current area that we have here, because all this area is just really hard and treacherous to kind of go through, because we got so many stumps. Every time I try and drive through this field here to get to the other side or whatever, unless I take this track and go all the way around rather than just taking the shortest distance, the straight line, I'm inevitably hitting stumps, I'm hitting rocks, I'm hitting everything. So I want to be able to plow out this whole area here to be able to start to clear the way, clear the path, find where all those stumps are, because a lot of them are kind of hiding, especially in this tall brush here. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan. It's going to be a rather ambitious goal, but I think we can achieve it. So what we need to do first is come over to the shop. We're going to talk to the boys inside there, and we are going to buy us a plow. We'll see in just a sec. And there it is. There's our plow. We are able to use this along with our tractor and till up the soil. I'm actually really excited about doing this, because although this job does get monotonous after a while, it does get repetitive, what's going to be nice about it is, like, we're really going to see the fruits of our labor. We're really going to be able to see just how much we've actually done around here, and that apart is really exciting. Let's see, we need to drop this down, create field, and here we go. Now, the more observant of you out there will notice that our money has gone up since the last recording. That is because Go ahead and pause that real quick. We have been doing contracts in the background like nobody's business. There were tons of contracts. We're also in November. There were tons of contracts that were available because we went into the new month, and we just need to get it done. We need to get a little bit extra cash, and just keep the money coming in while we're still building up the processes to sustain us. And you see, like right there, this would have been one of those where I would have gotten hung up on it, like I am now. What am I? Oh, that's what I'm getting hung up on. I'm not getting hung up on the one behind me. There we go. Now I'm getting hung up on the one behind me. Now, several of the contracts I ended up picking up while off screen were the rock crushing, or the rock removal. That's the words I'm looking for. And it produced 25,000 liters of stones that I was able to get off the fields, off of the rock crushing, rock removal contracts, and turn into lime. I got so much in the ways of lime. Oh, there we go. Got so much in the ways of lime that I was able to then turn around and sell it, and made almost an extra 10 grand on top of what I had already received from those contracts. So this is, oh man. See, these stumps are just absolutely treacherous. Now, as I'm going through and doing this, I am seeing like all these stumps and stuff, and it's just a reminder of just truly how much I've actually done, like all the work that's gone into just this area so far. And actually, you know what? It reminds me. If I come to the statistics screen, holy smokes. Trees cut down 442. That's probably the most I've ever cut down just full sentence stop. I don't do a lot of forestry. Certainly don't do a lot of forestry maps. Um, that's I'm wow. I'm actually a little shocked by that. And I haven't even begun to scratch the surface. I've only done harvesting on this one plot. You know what? I wonder if this is the plow that will allow you to hook up to it backwards, and it kind of, I don't want to say breaks it, but doesn't register it as like normal. What I mean by that is it kind of allows you to break some of the speed limits and all that stuff. I was just curious on how much it would affect getting hung up on some of these stumps, and now it just seems like it's getting hung up more. But you can see how I'm going a little bit faster than I was before with it backwards. Oof. Hit a big one there. You know, it's something that just dawned on me. I wonder if the trees that are cut down, that number it gave me, the 400 plus, I wonder if that includes the trees that are part of like the deadwood contracts and things like that. So I am technically cutting those down, but I wonder if it's like counting towards the statistics or if it's, you know, negating it because it's contract work. Not 100% sure about that. Man, the more and more I'm revealing, just the more excited I'm getting about seeing just all the stumps, all the work that's just been done to go into here. Like I said that before, I understand, but I don't know, it's just the hours of effort that has gone into this just to get to this point. We're already this is the 9th episode of the series. We're already 9 episodes in. You know, that's, you know, hours upon hours upon hours of, you know, behind the scenes gameplay, let alone you know, the actual raw footage that, you know, is produced and sent out to everyone to view. I mean, that's a lot of effort. That's a lot of time spent. I know I shouldn't be going over the rock like this with the plow, but there's so much to do that I'm not necessarily trying to be the most realistic of gameplays. Let's chop down that tree. Oh, wow. Big old rock just hiding there. You know, it's things like this I'm talking about here that are just kind of hiding under the surface and makes it so hard to get from point A to point B, whether it's in my tractor, my telehandler, the semi truck. I can't tell you the number of times I've almost rolled the semi just coming from this side of the nursery to the other side. You know, one other thing I'm gonna talk about just real fast. I did ended up purchasing the plow here. The reason I did that is I figured that this one I'm gonna use probably multiple times every time I need to expand or go into a new area, kind of thing. So it kind of made sense to me to just go ahead and purchase it as kind of a one and done kind of thing. But there's gonna be, you know, other pieces of equipment. Like, I don't foresee buying the, you know, a fertilizer spreader or something like that. I can more likely just live without purchasing that for the time being, at least until I really start getting more into the farming aspect of the game. Like the what would be considered traditional farming, not tree farming. Um, but at this point right now, I can't justify spending like oodles of money on non-forestry items because there's just still so much more forestry that can and should be done. Um, that I think that it would just kind of be a waste of resources. So that's kind of my thought process behind it. Come on now. And with every pass, every single time that we make a lap around, we're getting tighter and tighter, getting closer and closer to the end. And it's turning out really good. There's way more stones that I realized were hidden just so in the thicket of things that I had no clue were there. Like, you figure there's 4 over there, there's a couple over on that side. Like, I had no clue, had no idea. Like, I knew there was a couple hidden away, but not this much, not this many. Like, I'm actually a little shocked with the number of stones. I figure each one of these stones will probably produce about 1,500 liters of each one of the boulders will produce 1,500 liters of 1,500 liters of stones, and then those stones, because it's a 1-to-1 with our crusher over there, uh, will produce that much in lime. So we're not gonna be hurting for lime anytime soon, I don't think. Oh man, we're rapidly approaching the end. Did not take me as long as I thought it was going to, I'll be perfectly honest. But, like I said before, we did find a lot more stuff than I thought we were going to. 5 full-size boulders and tons of stumps. The stumps I knew we were going to find. That's not shocking to me. But what is all those boulders just hiding away there. I had no clue. They were all, with the exception of the couple in the back, they were all in really tall, thick areas that was just impossible to see. Okay. Ooh, wrong button. Now I need to go through and rip out all these stumps. Alright, I think that was the last stump available. Just gonna make a quick trip around the field just to make sure that that was indeed the last. Yeah, surely looks like it. Perfect. So now let's go ahead and grab our telehandler with the jackhammer. We're all done with that. Okay. Swing out over here. Alright, one more stone. Actually, there is that one right at the edge of the field over there. I might just break that one up too. Okay, now drop that off there. Now we need the tractor again. We need to pick up the forage, uh, forage pickup as well as the trailer, so we can pick up all these stones. Okay, now that I've got all the stones from the boulders picked up, where did my telehandler go? Oh, there it is. Hide behind what's left of the brush. There we go. Alright, now we're gonna drop off the forage loader and the plow, and we're gonna hook up to the trailer and dump the stones into the crusher, get those converted over. Okay. Now that's taken care of. I think we're going to get the contractor over here. We're going to start installing a couple additions to our nursery. So sit back, relax, and we'll join us. Well, join me once the contractor's done. We'll see you in a bit. And there it is. We've got us a maple syrup production. All these trees here are going to be producing us some maple syrup. Yum. I cannot wait. Now, not quite sure where. Oh, I think I found it. There it is. Perfect. Now it's going to take water and produce maple syrup. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm happy about that. Now, I was floating another idea to him, the contractor. He said it might be possible to put in what I was talking about over in this part of the field. But let's go ahead and kind of work out some numbers and join you back here in just a second. And there we go. Got us a few greenhouses. Our nursery is really coming along very nicely. But I was also talking to him to see if he can install some grass kind of in these areas where we've just kind of built up, because this is kind of looking a little rough over here. So let's see what he can do for us. And there we go. Our contractor, man, he is amazing. He does great work. A little bit expensive, but he can do just about anything. Okay. Oh, it's on that side. Okay. So in these, I'm going to take cucumbers, peppers, peppers will go in here. And over here, get some onions. Booyah. Now we're just gonna sit back and let these things churn away. It's gonna produce a fair bit. Probably about a pallet and a half a day is what it looks like. It's gonna be my best guess. Oh, pallet and a half per month. Oh, and hey, we got a liter of cucumbers already. Perfect. Oh, we're gonna have to see how it looks and how it goes from here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I am happy. Look at that. We are getting this nursery up and running. It's pretty barren right now, but when everything's said and done, I think it's gonna be something to behold. We got our trees, our maple syrup, peppers, cucumbers, and onions down here. Not bad, not bad at all. We can start producing stuff and actually sell it all off to the local community, and we can finally like really kind of integrate ourselves into many different facets in the community. It's awesome. It's awesome. We're able to produce some local produce. We can sell that at the grocery mart, or we can sell it at ship it out of town to get to a wider audience, or wider group of people rather than just people here at Silverrun if we have an influx of actual goods. Yeah, this is excellent. This is excellent. I am super happy now. One thing that I'm gonna have to do, and I think I'm running out of time in this episode. Um, we've got tons and tons of material up at the North Sawmill, as well as here at the Iron Furnace. So I think what I'm going to do just real quick, I'm going to hop in the semi-truck, I'm going to disconnect from the trailer. No, I'll just run down there. I'll just run down there. No sense in getting everything all hooked up, dragged out, and just to come on back with it. But we'll meet you down there. Alright. So we've got planks long, as well as, oh, why am I not seeing, oh, wood beams, that's it, wood beams. And wow, we got quite a few stuff over here. Oh, 5,000 liters of prefab walls. Got tons of these wood beams. Quite a few planks. Wow, we really, yeah, that's gonna have to happen here pretty quick, because that's, wow. And we got 2,000 liters of planks in storage. Holy smokes. We are at capacity, and we're going to have to do something about that quick, because eventually the workers here are going to yell at us, having to work around us instead of us working around them. That's never a good thing. But let's check the wood chip piles growing again. Nice. Oh man, I can't wait for March. March is going to be a big one. Can't wait. Cannot wait. But, yeah, I think that's going to be the episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, following, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing that shows you're engaged with the channel and enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.